Hey, this is part 2 of sexual health. Today, I want to ask the sex therapist in the house, what do you do when you're from a conservative society and one party has sexual dysfunction? You don't want to shame, but you don't want to be left high and dry. How do you go about it? Listen to Ashley Blue. Okay, so if you have a female client who has a husband that is probably impotent, and she can't, she doesn't want to hurt his ego. She doesn't want to, talk to him about it. What would you advise her to do?
If she doesn't want to talk to him about it?
Yes, because it's not in every culture you can be that open and bold to tell the man, I don't understand what is going on, or some men don't even want to talk about it, or they just avoid you.
So I guess you don't really have to talk about it. You don't have to talk about the fact that this part isn't working, but you can talk about what can I do that you will enjoy. Well, you don't necessarily have to talk about the problem to talk about the solution.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so that kind of helps him not to really know what is going on.
Exactly. You don't have to say, I know this isn't working, so instead, I want you to go down on me. You can just say, sweet husband, I would really enjoy if you did this thing for me.
That really makes sense. All right, so I wanted to also ask about sexual abuse. Does it impact sexual fulfillment if probably a child was abused, and when she grows up, or a guy was abused, does it affect a relationship?
It most certainly can, absolutely. It can make it really hard for someone who experienced abuse as a child to really know who they are sexually because of the damage that was done by the perpetrator. Oftentimes it can lead to out of control sexual behaviors or fear of their own sexuality. It can also lead to abuse by future partners that they're unable to recognize because of the damage that was done.
Okay, so when you say abuse by partner, what do you mean by that?
Manipulation, exploitation, coercion into doing things that they might not really be wanting to do or say yes to because they simply don't know how to say no to that.
And so if you have kids, what age do you subscribe to them being taught about sex?
I do have kids, and the first place to start is I started as early as potty training and when they were learning to talk and talking about their bodies. And the easiest way to start is by using the proper names for their genitalia, penis, testicles.
What if they say it in school and everybody thinks, wow, they're so spoiled? Because if you start talking about it like regular things and say this is this, this is that, and they go to school and they probably see one of their classmates peeing or something and they call it by its name, won't they sound like they're too exposed? Or
they would sound educated for sure.
Well, it's supposed to be educated, but it's not I don't think everybody understands it as being educated.
So one thing that I think you are bringing up, which is important to know, is this myth that education with children regarding sex will promote some sort of promiscuity or bad acting out behaviors, and it's just not true. So my son actually did do that, and the school told me about it, and I asked them what the problem was, and they couldn't tell me. They said, well, he's just saying it, and I said, okay, great, that's what the name of it is. And that was that.
No, okay, so that's about so when do you now actually tell them, okay, this is what this is used for, and you're supposed to enjoy it, and what age do you start that?
It really depends on the child, because there is a certain level of maturity and understanding that needs to be met before they can really integrate that. Some would say as early as 7 or 8, and there's some kids that don't need this information or wouldn't be able to understand this information until 10 or 11. So as a parent, I believe it's a parent's obligation to teach their children about this, but you don't have to teach all your children the exact same things at the exact same time.
I'm sure you enjoyed what Ashley have said. Now, sex is a beautiful thing. Do not associate it with shame. The more you associate it with shame, the more it is abused. Sex is being abused today because of shame that is attached to it. And so people are acting out because they want to rebel against the norm. We can start today by re-educating, starting from our homes. Let's talk to our children. Let them know that it's not something that you should be ashamed of. It's just that anything that is beautiful is precious and should not be abused. If you have any question, please go to www.justflaky.academy, and don't forget to like us and subscribe to this channel. And remember, a happy home is purchasable if only and only you can pay the price. This is Olufolake.